Hey guys, it's Clint. Welcome to Sweetcast. I know I talked about Heather Antos's this specific tweet that she tweeted out, yesterday in my video, but I wanted to talk about it again because I looked at this some more and went down a rabbit hole. Really, I went down there. So I want to talk about this. Pro tip: industries are small. People talk. Don't be a dick. That's code word for if somebody doesn't like you, they will blacklist you. Now, there's a difference between a one company not hiring somebody, choosing not to work with somebody, and that company sharing that information with every other company in the industry so that they can collude not to hire you. That's called blacklisting. So this particular rabbit hole, we're going to start back at a Kickstarter campaign from 2016. Here's one called Samurai Grandpa, and this one was actually to be published by Alterna Comics. Interesting enough, they got funded. They got overfunded. I think they're asking for like $7,000. They ended up getting $11,000. So that's great. I hope I can at least beat that with my campaign. But they got published, and then they did this little update. We wanted to give you an update here that Samurai Grandpa will no longer be published by Alterna Comics. Dun, dun, dun. What could it have been? So you'll see this actually just came out. This is on Bleeding Cool about Samurai Grandpa. Now it is being published by Source Print Press in July 2019. And it turns out, first sentence of this story, Samurai Grandpa was a Kickstarter, I'm going to say that again. Samurai Grandpa was a Kickstarted indie comic that was originally planned to be published by Alterna Comics until there was a disagreement over social media policy. Now we see a little bit underneath what's going on. All of this is really fuzzy as far as you look at it, but this was, if you're not familiar, Alterna Comics established a policy that said that their creators could not use blockchains, or using a block bot, I think is a better term, and that is program software that makes masses of people blocked from you on Twitter. This is why if you follow the wrong people, if you're friends with the wrong people, or you just follow them on Twitter, you just want to see what they're doing, then you will be blocked. So you're unable to make contact with, you're unable to even just see what comic pros are doing. This became a really terrible practice. It was happening a lot. And so Alterna Comics was, as far as I know, the only publishing company to set some kind of standard there and say, that's enough. Quit blocking all of your readers. So I guess a big part of this video is I want to talk about what happens behind the doors, because Heather Antos told us herself that people talk, and that's exactly what happens. Two of the guys involved with Samurai Grandpa, and I'm not pointing them out so you can go be mean. That's not the point of this. But this is public information, so I'm going to be it's out there, it's public, so I'm sharing it in the video. Regarding our concerns with the direction of Alterna Comics, we have pulled Samurai Grandpa from their lineup. We'll keep you posted on what's next for the old Samurai as we go. And a lot of people were disappointed at that news. But the funny thing is, you look at, here's another one here, and it is literally exactly the same statement. We'll just say people talk for sure. And I love this comment from below here. What a con job. Let fans praise your book until the comic click tells you they are the wrong fans. Guess no one will be reading your book now. Ouch. Some of these are really, really harsh comments. And that's because, it was perfectly fine to get funded on Kickstarter and move forward up until things got hot. And again, let's remember, people talk. This all happens behind the scenes. So people do talk. This is from, when is this? This is old. This is 2015. Heather Antos was looking to break into comics. Now, let me make something clear. There is a difference between networking, making friends, getting to know people, and even, seeking like a job or doing people favors, because, someday that good karma will come around and people will be nice to you and do you favors. That's That's how the real world works. So that's one thing. That's normal. It's another thing to want favors until somebody crosses you and then, throw them under the bridge, or, disavow them because you're not getting what you wanted. It's really weird because even if you don't, if something doesn't work out for you in the present, you still, be nice to people in your own words. In your own words, people talk. So Heather Antos, this is in 2015, tweeting at Peter Samedi, "We're so close to hitting our next mark. Any chance for a signal boost?" Okay. So there's, needing a hand up there. Here's another one. This one's actually farther back, 2014, at Peter Samedi, and he's the publisher for Alterna Comics. "Any chance for a signal boost?" I'm going to do this when I launch my campaign, and tweet it at Heather Antos. "What do you think my chances are of getting a signal boost?" We will see. Here's another one. When was this one? This is in 2014 again. We're going back in time at Peter Samedi. "Check out a preview of Obsidian." Okay, so there's, it's all promotion, all of it promotion, but it's not genuine. I understand you need to promote, obviously. That's the thing if you're trying to break into comics. The problem is where this goes after. Here's another one from 2014. "Hire these artists at Peter Samedi." Here's another one at Peter Samedi. "I wanted to let you know that seeing your work every day has been a huge motivation and inspiration for me." Oh, that's so nice. Such nice words to say. "Guess who's reading Alterna Comics at the gym?" And, this is not just Alterna Comics. This is The Chair. It's a comic that Peter Samedi wrote himself. So I get this. This is fine. This is normal. What's not normal, though, is when people start talking. And then you're willing, somebody that you pretended to want some kind of at least a business relationship with, a professional working relationship, that all goes out the window immediately. And so here's a screenshot. And you guys remember Christopher's comic book cut? The comic book cut? Yeah, that was a tweet from him. Heather Antos says, "This is referring to Peter Samedi after he had said that he was having suicidal thoughts and having a really hard time because, again, people talk. It's a small industry. And, people wanted him, they wanted to destroy his business and destroy his life. Heather Antos said he probably could have benefited from using a blockchain. Oh man, that is cold. So the same person, and these are just examples that I could find, trying to kiss up, trying to build some kind of business relationship. The moment that everyone turns on him, then it's, though he's feeling suicidal, he probably could have benefited from using a blockchain. Wow, that is cold. Unfortunately, I feel like there are a lot of examples like this, and this is why it's so difficult to break into comics, especially if you're not part of the right group of people. They will absolutely keep you out. They've said it in so many words. So I'm going to be breaking into comics my own way, without the industry, and I've got this Indiegogo campaign for this book called Downcast. It's launching in less than a week. I'm so excited about this. It's about blue-collar teens using the power of gravity to fight against a corrupt city for their father's life. This is really going to be a lot of fun, so I'm really excited to get it to you. If you're interested in joining the mailing list, and I promise it'll be worth it if you do, that's in the link in the description below. Thank you very much. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this, and I will see you next time.